Hey guys, Dan from World of Mr. Grey, Dan Dolph the Grey. This is only going to be a quick video, just like a sort of things I don't do on this YouTube, because I get asked a lot of things in the comment section, in my videos, what have you. I done a live stream last night, which I just checked, and somehow 2 people have unsubscribed from me because of that live stream. I have no idea. so if I've offended anyone, I do apologise. That was not my intention, But yeah, my live streams, I never give much notice because I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I don't know if I'm gonna be busy. You know, if I put like a day's notice, for so to speak, I don't know if something will come up or if like I'm working and I'm too tired to do anything when I get home from work, which is usually the case, unfortunately. So I tend not to give much notice to the live streams, but I do try to give, like, well, what I gave last night, the half an hour, or was it 45 minutes? I don't know, but I am going to try and give a bit more notice in the future, but that is the thing right now with the live streams. But in the live stream, if you missed the live stream, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who watches my stuff, subs to me. I've hit 10,000, and I know 10,000 people don't watch my stuff, but it's a number. And I always say sub count doesn't matter, but the subs, as in you, do matter. So I just want to put out a big thank you to everyone who continues to watch my stuff. Likes it, dislikes it, whatever you want to do is up to you. Comments, whatever. I appreciate every single one of you. And I also want to thank the people who sub to my Patreon. I never promote myself, but I do have a Patreon. And it's one of the things I want to actually talk about is my Patreon, not to go sub there. I appreciate everyone who subs there. But I also appreciate everyone who doesn't sub there. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So one of the things, these are the things I don't do on this channel. Because I get asked a lot. I get asked, are you deleting my comments? Am I getting banned? Do I annoy you? No, you don't. So the first thing I want to talk about, I don't delete comments. Now, I've said this many times in the past. I don't delete comments. Whether they're good ones or bad ones. And it was because I got asked last night by a viewer, a frequent viewer, the comment disappeared, I don't know why, and they couldn't get into my live stream. We'll get to that now. But it's funny because at the same time, when I woke up this morning, I saw Mr. Ballen, you know Mr. Ballen, the true crime guy. He put a post out himself this morning saying, I don't delete comments. Because obviously people seem to think he's deleting comments. Now, the problem with YouTube, and this is my biggest bugbear with YouTube, but not YouTube in general, but YouTube comment section. I never, and I am being serious, I never delete comments. Whether they call me the harshest little shit in the world, I do not delete comments. Whether you disagree with me, I always say, I like it when people disagree with me, because that to me is a healthy discussion. If everyone just agreed with every single thing I'd say, it just turns into an echo chamber and a circle jerk. Not to be that crude, but you know what I mean, right? So that's why I welcome good comments, bad comments, people who agree with me, people who disagree with me, or people who just want to debate stuff. That's why I like making these videos. It's not to be a dick, like I always say, because I want to debate back and forth. Not a debate and arguing, but like a conversation back and forth. I like that. Like, there's been plenty of times when I've said something and it turns out I'm not quite on the button with that. And someone has pointed it out to me. I haven't gone, how dare you point that out to me. I've gone, I've learned something today. So I don't delete comments. If your comments disappear, it's a number of things. It's YouTube doing it, by the way. Nobody knows why it does. Even Mr. Ballen himself, who's like massive channel, doesn't know why comments get deleted. Nobody bloody knows what YouTube does half the time. They never tell anyone who makes videos, whether you're a tiny channel like me or whether you're a massive channel. That YouTube doesn't tell them what's going on with algorithms, with comment section. They never do. They just bring out something like, that's the rule now. That's the problem. That's the big problem I have. And that's the problem I had when I was like, starting off years ago with like 100 subs or whatever. It's the problem I've always had. It annoys me that comments get deleted. Like I said, not by me, but it annoys me the comments that get deleted because people think I'm doing it. And it's a valid, whenever someone asks me, have you deleted my comment? I'm like, oh shit, they're going to think I'm a right knobhead now. And, you know, I do think about that stuff. Because I don't want people to think I'm some person who just can't take criticism. I can absolutely take criticism. But when people ask me if I deleted the comment, I'm thinking, oh shit, again. Because I tried to reply to them saying, no, I've not deleted your comment. It's got to be YouTube. And I don't know why YouTube does it. I don't know whether it's to do with the account who commented. I've said something bad on another channel and they're on the watch list. I don't know. Or the YouTube bot, because there is a bot. It's never a person. It's always a bot. Has seen something in the word which looks ominous, but it's not. But the YouTube algorithm bot, AI bot, whatever, can't quite distinguish it. And it is annoying. It's really annoying when a comment gets deleted. I wish YouTube would just let us creators, or even people viewing, let us decide what we want to see. It annoys the shit out of me. I can understand why YouTube does it. Because obviously there's channels out there or creators out there, they get a lot of hate, unfortunately. They get like on the hate train. It's an unfortunate thing that happens, you know, when it comes to like racist comments and stuff like that. It's no place for it. There is no place for comments like that. I understand why YouTube are trying to sort of like weed out the scum of the platform. But unfortunately, the good people also get hit by that as well. So I don't know for 100% why it happens, but it does happen, unfortunately. So I just want to put this out there. I never delete comments, ever. I do not delete comments. If you think I've deleted your comments, you're mistaken. It's a YouTube thing. So, and the second one I want to address as well. Do I ban people from this channel? I have banned one person. One person whose name I can't really remember now. It was over a year ago. And the only reason the person started off fine, was commenting, then started to disagree with me, and I was totally fine. I was answering him back in a nice, you know, respectable manner. Then he started getting really annoyed at me and started really going at me in the comment section. And even still, I did not ban him. But then he started spamming every single video. And not just spamming me. If you spamming me, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd just ignore him. But he's spamming my other viewers. And that's when I thought, right, this knobhead is going. And that's the only person I've banned. Yeah, you can't really ban someone from YouTube. You can shadow ban them, where they can't see comments. That's all you can do. And but yeah, that's the only person I've ever banned from my channel. It's one person in the almost 7 years I've been doing this now. Well, actually, it's longer than that. It's almost 10 years I've been doing it. But this is the second channel. So yeah, I have banned one person, but that was only because he was spamming my viewers, not just me. So that was the only thing. My Patreon. I have a Patreon. I set it up after a few people saying you should set it up. I was a bit reluctant to do it because I didn't think I deserved it at the time. I still don't think I do, but you know, I appreciate everyone who subs to that. But I've said from the beginning, I don't hide anything behind a paywall. Whether you support me on Patreon, I haven't got memberships going yet. Might have that up at some point. But whether you do that, support me on Patreon, or just watch my stuff, the support and commenting, just watching the videos, I appreciate it all the same. The only reason I've set up a Patreon is in the hopes, fingers crossed, one day in the not too distant future, I can do this full time. That's the only reason I set that up. And obviously I want to get more equipment because I want to start venturing outdoors to other places, for haunted places, hopefully. I want to get better camera stuff. You know, this one's good, but I've had this for almost 6 years now, this camera. It's an old one. But that's one of the things, one of the reasons I set up the Patreon, is to hopefully support me and hopefully, fingers crossed, getting to do this full time. That's the reason why. Don't want to hide anything behind the paywall. It's not that I don't want to. I'm not going to. Not going to. Never will. I never will. When I make a video, I want people to watch it, whether you bloody support me financially or not. I want people to watch it. I never get the reasoning behind in a video behind paywall, to be honest with you. I just don't get that. I don't know. Maybe it works for other people, but for me, I just want people to watch my videos regardless of what they do on my channel. So that's that. But I do have that Patreon. And yeah. The reason why I mentioned that Patreon thing, because one of my viewers last night, they said they were watching my live stream, but they couldn't get in unless it was asking them to make a super chat to get into the chat of the live stream last night. And I thought, why is that? Because I to be honest, I'm not even sure if you can just have a Patreon only chat. I don't know. It's not something I would ever do anyway, but for some reason this viewer couldn't get in, and he was asking this viewer to put up a super chat in order to chat. I don't know why that was happening. That was nothing to do with me, because they were obviously 99.9% of chat people in my chat last night are not Patreon supporters, and they were chatting all fine. So I don't know why that happened, and I do apologise if you couldn't get in. Unfortunately, it's at my hands, but that's one of the things I wanted to mention, the paywall thing, which I don't have a paywall. Next thing I want to talk about is I don't script things. People always say, so, not all the time, thankfully, but sometimes people say, oh, God, this guy don't have to go on a bit. You can stop talking now. You talk too much. I do talk too much. It's because I don't script anything. I never script anything. I have an idea in my head. Right, I want to talk about this. I'll start talking about it. Then I'll go off on tangents. That's the way my brain works, unfortunately. And sometimes it ends up being a 10-minute video. Sometimes it ends up being a 40-minute video. It's just one of those things. The only thing I don't script, but I do write down notes, is for the true crime stuff. It's only so I can remember stuff. But everything else, when it comes to the breakdown analysis stuff, the debunking stuff, obviously the reading comments, I don't have to write nothing. Everything else I do, I don't script it. I mean, obviously I've scripted like old short films I've done in the past, which hopefully one day again, soon I'll do again. But that is about it. I don't script anything, and that's why I tend to blabber on sometimes. It's just one of those things. And last but not least, I don't try to be mean to anyone. I call people out. Also, not people. I tend to call channels out. Like I always say, it says so in my description as well. I'm not debunking the paranormal. And I stand on the side of science. I just do. That's the way it is. I always have. When I was a kid, I was more on the paranormal side. But as I've grown older, I've gone to the science side. Because I always say I go by what I can see, prove, and science itself can prove right now. I'm not saying science is 100% right every time, but at the moment, I'm standing on the side of science. But yeah, at the same time, even though I call channels out, I say, like I always say, I'm not debunking the paranormal. I'm debunking videos that supposedly show paranormal happenings when I know, no, actually, you're having an effect. You're making a mask there. You got a shadow dude made with a PNG in Photoshop. That's the kind of stuff I do. But at the same time, I try not to be personal with it. I don't think I am. When it comes to those spirit box channels, I don't get personal, but they annoy me. They annoy the hell out of me. I'm not going to go into that. But as far as like anyone making fake paranormal channels, I will call them out. But at the same time, I won't be a dickhead about it. Some of them might just be doing it for fun. Some of them might be doing it for monetary reasons, and that's a bit nefarious if you ask me. But at the end of the day, YouTube is about creating, and I enjoy creating stuff, and I know other people enjoy creating stuff, whether it be a podcast, short films, music, drawings, or paranormal videos. And there's a lot of people out there who genuinely, when it comes to paranormal investigations, there's a lot of people out there genuinely trying to find something. I'm not saying they do, but there's a lot of people out there. But there's also a lot of people out there who sort of skirt around the border of real and stupidly fake. There's a lot of them out there. I'm not going to mention them. I've already covered them many times on my channel. I suppose that's something they have to deal with their conscience. I'm sure the money is stacking up their conscience very well, but that's down to them. But it's also down to the people who support them. If they want to support them, that's entirely up to them. So there's nothing I can do about that. Like I said, I try not to get personal with it. And yeah, I'm just enjoying making videos. That's it. But like I said, this was just a quick thank you for the 10,000 subs. And I know 10,000 people don't watch, but it's nice to see that number, because I never thought I'd ever in a million years get to that number. Never thought I'd get to 1,000 subs. And here we are. But anyway, that's all I wanted to clear up. I don't delete comments. I don't ban anyone, apart from that one person. But yeah, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you like this video. Leave a sub if you're new to my channel. I don't do this video quite often, but I do others quite often. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.